Hello and good evening. My name is Masao Suzuki. I'm a member of the Freedom Roads Economics full-time. My monthly update on the state of the so a few days ago, last Friday, the Department of Labor came out with their plans. It was an improvement over they were jobs as opposed to the report and looking at, there's actually more signs of weakness than one would see at first glance. So the first thing that happened is every month they also revise last month's figure, and last month they revised the figure up by 87,000. So when you combine the, they revised it down by 87,000. So instead of 140,000 jobs lost, another somewhat misleading figure was the fall in the unemployment rate. The official unemployment rate did drop from 6.7 to 6.3% in January. But one of the things that they do every January is they revise the population count. So it's very difficult to figure out how much of the drop was an actual drop and how much of it was just a revision. The official unemployment rate did drop estimates. But one thing that was clear, and this is irregardless of the population, one of the very strong trends was for more and more people to be out of work for long periods of time. So in January, almost 40% of the unemployed had been out of work for more than 6 months. And one of the things this means is even with the renewal of the federal pandemic pandemic emergency unemployment assistance. There's a whole alphabet soup of unemployment insurance programs now. But even with the renewal of the PEUC, which provides an extra 13 weeks of unemployment benefits, once you pass the 6-month mark and your regular state unemployment runs out, there's going to be more and more people who are just going to run totally out of unemployment benefits. And so this is going to be a very worrisome sign. And I think fundamentally, you have this growing inequality going on in the economy. For example, the stock market just hit new record highs today. It's been doing that at least seems like every other day, but every week this whole month. But gross domestic product, total production of goods and services is down by 3.5% from before the start of the pandemic and recession in February. And it's estimated that the job market is not going to recover until 2022. And so we see it like in the last recession, this growing divergence between how the stock market and with that corporate profits and the wealth of the very rich on one hand, and then how working people are doing on the other. And so it's the income inequality is growing. And this also actually doesn't show up in the official figures, but estimates have shown that well-paid professionals who can work for home have unemployment rates of less than 5%. But the lowest